Hey y'all, this is Scott Jones. I'm here at Out West Training. We are about a year into our business here. We started on January 1st of 2025. And I kind of want to just talk about what we are and what we aren't. You can see all the social media stuff, all the posts online. We're just trying to share kind of the journeys of people that come in here and what the energy is like here, but you really don't know unless you walk in. So kind of talk about our background, how we got started, why we started this thing, and what our goals are in 2026. So we just signed another lease for this place, and we did 1 year when we came into this thing, because we moved here from Bailey, Colorado, up in the high country. We had no idea if a business like this was going to go well. There had been 2 or 3 CrossFit gyms in this facility before us, and they're obviously not here right now, so that made us a little bit nervous before we came in. But we moved over here for our boys. We have a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old boy. We were up in the high country. We were driving 40 minutes for basketball and baseball practices. Boys were sitting on a bus 40, 50 minutes each way, and it just wasn't going to be sustainable for us. We didn't want to live our life in a car. So we've been putting on retreats, running retreats, and different things out here for years. We really liked it out here, and we just thought we'd take a chance. We didn't want to go back to the Front Range. It was just getting a little bit too busy for us. But yeah, I'm going to share a little bit about my background, kind of my journey, a little bit about my wife, who's my partner in this thing, my business partner, and we've been together for about 18 years now. We've been married for 18 years. We've been together for about 20. I met her on a chairlift at Breckenridge, on the highest chairlift in North America, and we've kind of set up our life for business and adventure pretty much from day one. I think we were starting businesses on the chairlift the first day. We're just running ideas past people. I've been coaching, well, we'll back up a little bit. My dad was my coach, my baseball coach in high school. He's the offensive coordinator for the football team. I grew up in South Florida. My family's all from West Virginia, and I went to grad school after I played baseball in college at Marshall University. Got my master's in exercise science. I thought I was going to be a college baseball coach. You had to have your master's to be a head coach in college at the time. I think you still do, but I'm not sure. In any case, I went and did my GA with the baseball team for a little while. Realized that it wasn't the direction I really wanted to go, so I started working with my GA in the exercise physiology lab. So I was testing athletes from all backgrounds, just a lot of the physiology stuff that you can see, probably CMU. They have an amazing exercise physiology lab out here. Did that for a couple years, graduated, and got my first job out of college as the head of sports and performance at a facility in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Ran that for a year and a half. Kind of struggled a little bit. It was before social media. Marketing was a little bit different, a little tougher back then. When I left there, I went to go coach at a couple of big box gyms alongside some pretty big names in the sports and performance name. No need to name drop right now. But even before I came out here, I was working for a facility back east with my mentor and advisor in college, training guys for the NFL Combine. We were kind of a hub on the East Coast at the time, so kind of cut my teeth doing that thing. Hard to believe. I don't know if a lot of people can relate to this. Maybe people my age can, but back in the day, we had to do a 480-hour free internship to get our degree, which is kind of crazy. So I was doing that, working different jobs, trying to get by. And so when I came to Colorado, I just kind of had a new lease on life. I'd never been to Colorado before. I was pulling a U-Haul in my crappy Ford Ranger back in 2003. But I've always just loved sport, athletics. My dad was my coach, like I said. He really pushed me. We would get up at 5:15, 5:30 most days of my high school career to go work out, do some plyos, agility, stuff that we still do today, even though everything online makes everything seem new. We've been doing so much of the stuff that's out there forever. It's still effective. Obviously, you got to take in some of the new science and best practices, but fast forward to getting into Colorado, did personal training. I've always worked with athletes. And me and my wife have always been entrepreneurial. We've had an event company, we've had training businesses, we had a personal training chef service that we used to go to people's houses. We had an advertising firm company for a few years. We've just always kind of been entrepreneurial. Every time we had an idea, we would just kind of go for it. We got out here, just to fast forward, not to give you my whole life story, but we got out here, and I've probably said for 20 years that I would never own a brick and mortar training facility or gym. Not because I don't love the industry, just because I never wanted to be tied to a facility when the tools are all over the place to go work with athletes. But we got out here, and Started getting my name out there a little bit, working with a couple athletes. I just couldn't find space. There's not a lot of commercial space here in Fruita. The gyms that I wanted to work with didn't have the space I needed, or I wasn't allowed to work with athletes in the way that I wanted to. So the place that was here before went out of business, and we reached out to the landlord and kind of just ran with it. We knew that we wanted somewhere that kids could not only train, but learn how to move, learn how to work hard. No promises to get to college or professional sports, no promises to even make your high school team. We just wanted to teach kids how to move well, move better, become more durable, become more mentally tough, and have a place where they could come hang out and be around each other and push each other and work hard. So that was that part of the thing, the youth performance thing, which is doing really well here. It's been a blast serving the community for sure. And then the other part was I had a lot of experience working with adults in functional fitness and training, and taking ideas. You know, a lot of coaches, we're just all thieves. We just take ideas from each other and we run with it, and you kind of take your educational background and you implement things from what you liked for part of your career. I mean, I've been doing this for 22, 23 years. So we knew that having a facility that only served athletes was a really, really tough thing to do. I'd seen 20,000 square foot facilities go out of business in a year because the model was just young athletes. So young athletes come in from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock in the evening, and then summers is wide open, but it's a really tough way to be sustainable. So I knew there needed to be an adult component, as did Lauren, and her passion's a little bit more on the adult side and the adventure side. So we opened this thing, we put a schedule up, we started marketing it. On January 1st last year, I think we had 15 people come in. 2 or 3 of those people signed up. They're still here today. Thank you, Angela, Kristen, Tim, a few others. I probably forgot you. But yeah, we started doing the adult programming. We launched some kids programming right off the bat. I coached baseball here, and I'm on the board at the Little League, so had some of my son's friends come in, and we do free stuff all the time in the beginning, and we still do. But we just wanted to have a place where adults could come in, work really hard, get in shape for the things they love. Kids could come in, learn how to move, especially the younger kids. We don't get too crazy with it. We teach them, we do all the same drills we do with the older kids, but it's a less intense environment. It's very age specific. We modify for kids and athletes that need some help in different areas with all the different strengths and weaknesses when kids come in here. And then we continue to grow the adult stuff. And the cool thing now is some of the high school kids are starting to come in. We're starting to get some college kids. I have an amazing coach in Kana who has a passion for training athletes as well. And our goal is to just be here for a while. We want to be here for as long as people continue to come in. It's not a business that you're going to get wealthy in. With 2,500 square feet and a town of 14,000, 15,000 people, that's not really the goal. It's really just to serve the community, have a place for my kids to work out and have fun. And it's been working. It's awesome, man. Kids come in, it's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. They come in, they start shooting hoops. We got hula hoops, we got baseball stuff, we got ball rebounders. They're playing wall ball off the walls. Kids are literally bouncing off the walls. And I've never, in all of my years training, I've never had so many parents come up to me and tell me that their kids are actually excited to come in and train. The workouts are not easy by any means, but they keep coming. And as they keep coming, we're going to keep growing. We do a lot of stuff out of the facility. We've partnered with some other programs and facilities in town, like Brett Armour's Armor Athletics. We do some training over there and some speed stuff over there in camps. We get outside in the summer and the spring a lot. We do some running programming for the kids. Our run program is kind of how it all kicked off out here. The first summer and spring that we were out here, we just did stuff with through the middle school and elementary schools, and we had 10, 15 kids come out. And I think last summer we had 25 kids come out for our running program, and this summer it's going to just continue to blow up. So I don't know what makes us different. I think we really care. We've done business for a long time. We try to stay on top of the customer service thing. We try to make everybody be seen when they come in, whether they're adult or kid. We know all the kids' names after 1 or 2 sessions. We know their background. We know what sport they play. We know what their favorite sport is, what their favorite position is. And we don't promise anything to anyone. The promise is if you show up, you'll get the work in. We have 5 or 6 clients that are over 70 years old that come in consistently. Our adult population, our adult workouts cater to kids as young as 12 or 13. They come in with their parents and they get after it together. It's really cool to see families work together and train together and see progress together. We have people who've never worked out in their whole life and didn't start until last year when they're 59, 60 years old, and they've stuck with it 3 days a week for the whole year. So it's crazy. I can't believe that we could come to a place, be here for 2.5 years, have a business open for 1 year, and have the response that we have so far. It's been really, really rewarding. We work our butts off for everybody. We hope that, we know that our members see that. We hope that if you've been looking at our socials and you're just not sure if you want to come in, that you just, shoot a message, schedule your free trial, something like that, or just come in for a little consult. We'll always talk to people about their goals. But yeah, in the future, I want to continue to push the younger kids. I want to get more of the high school age kids in here. I have a handful of one-on-one and small groups in the high school age category. Love working with those kids that have already, these younger dudes, they need to be playing 3, 4, 5 sports just to figure out what they're really good at and what they're passionate about. But when you get to 9th, 10th, 11th grade, most of those kids have 1 or 2 sports that they really, really want to focus on. So you can actually train them as though they are going to college to play that sport, even if they aren't. We've been lucky to have a few of those kids that are going to play college sports, but we want to keep pushing those kids and actually teach them what it's like to be a college athlete. If they have the talent already, if they have the drive, if they get up and show up early in the morning, if they get up without their parents having to nag them, like those intangibles that you can't really beg a kid to have, those are the ones that end up doing really well as athletes. So we're going to continue to push the community. What else? Private teams. We have some private teams coming in here. So if you have a competitive private team and you want to get in and build some camaraderie and build some strength, speed, agility, durability, we do that as well. But yeah, all of our stuff, we put so much stuff on the socials. I don't know if we've ever put out anything on what our actual goals are with this stuff. So we're going to be here. If you stop by and we're not here, we're probably grabbing lunch. My day usually starts at 4:30 in the morning and usually ends around 6 to 8 at night with a little bit of break in the morning to go hit some trails or work out myself or eat something or maybe freaking fall asleep for 20 minutes, which happens probably once every 2 or 3 weeks. But we'd love to hear from you, whether it's through the socials, through our website, outwesttraining.com, or just come on in with a friend or a pretty friendly group. So you can just come on in if you don't know anybody here too. So more stuff coming. Thank you guys for listening. And yeah, this is Out West Training. Thanks a lot.